He was born into politics, but nobody believed he'd become Prime Minister, not even himself. December 25, 1971, while the world was celebrating Christmas, Canada welcomed a child into the nation's most powerful house, 24 Sussex Drive, the official residence of the Prime Minister. That child, Justin Pierre James Trudeau, son of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, the 15th Prime Minister of Canada. His childhood was constantly photographed, criticized, and broadcast. His mother, Margaret Trudeau, struggled with mental health and the pressure of being the First Lady. His parents' marriage crumbled. As a teenager, he rebelled. He partied, he smoked pot, he grew his hair long. He wasn't interested in politics. He focused on advocacy, youth programs, and being a husband. In 2007, Justin made a surprising announcement: he would run for Parliament. Critics laughed. They called him a pretty boy, a drama teacher with no experience, and said he was writing his father's name. The old guard didn't take him seriously. He was mocked for his youth, his looks, his emotional speeches, but slowly he built a name. He listened, learned, and most importantly connected with people. He wasn't like other politicians. He hugged voters. One fueled by compassion, not fear, optimism, not division. He cried in public. He talked about hope, equality, and climate change, not just policies, but feelings. In 2005, he married Sophie Gregoire, a TV host and childhood friend. Together, they looked like a modern royal couple, charming, young, and glamorous. He said it himself, "I'm not my father." At just 6 years old, Justin experienced a very public divorce. From 34 seats to 184, he became the second youngest Prime Minister in Canadian history, and the first child of a Prime Minister to take office himself. The country was shocked. The world took notice. Trudeau apologized, tearfully, publicly, but many questioned whether he truly understood the gravity of his actions. His clean image cracked. Two ministers resigned. The opposition accused him of corruption. His approval ratings plunged. The nation watched his birth like a royal event. His famous phrase, "because it's 2015, when asked why gender equality mattered in his cabinet, went viral across the world. He rolled out relief programs, spoke to Canadians every day from his doorstep, and tried to hold a fragile nation together. His approval rose once more, but growing up in a political family wasn't a fairy tale. It was complicated. The media was obsessed. The couple who once symbolized modern romance had drifted apart. Yet they chose to co-parent with respect, putting their 3 children, Xavier, Ella Grace, and Hadrian, first. Inflation, housing crises, Indigenous rights protests, and growing divisions between rural and urban Canada. Trudeau's popularity began to slide again. A leader of the liberal world as it reeled from rising populism, young people adored him, world leaders admired him. Canada was back on the world stage, a man who smiled for cameras but stumbled behind closed doors. And that, perhaps, is his most radical act. But, as a man who tried imperfectly, passionately to bring light in dark times, the tabloids fed on their family's pain. Pierre, the stern intellectual, Margaret, the free-spirited rebel. He believed Canada needed him. He still believed in the promise of progress. And in the middle, Justin, the child who never chose the spotlight, but could never escape it. At Michelle's memorial, Justin gave a powerful, heartfelt speech that stunned the nation. Suddenly, people saw something else in him: a spark of leadership, a voice, a heart that connected. The Prime Minister who legalized cannabis, welcomed Syrian refugees, protected LGBTQ rights, and made climate action a national priority. He didn't just speak like a son, he spoke like a leader. Emotional, poetic, commanding, the public began to wonder, could the son of Pierre Trudeau return to politics, not as a legacy, but as a force of his own? For a while, he did try. Instead, Justin became a teacher. A school teacher in Vancouver. He taught drama and French, coached a snowboard team, and lived far away from Ottawa's political chaos. He was content until tragedy struck. In 1998, his younger brother, Michel Trudeau, died in a tragic avalanche. Justin was devastated. The loss changed him. The seed was planted. In 2000, Pierre Trudeau died. The country mourned. But Justin's eulogy at his father's funeral was electric. Still, Justin resisted. Politics wasn't his dream, but fate had different plans. But in 2008, Justin won his seat. And that was just the beginning. Inside Parliament, he was underestimated. In 2013, with the Liberal Party broken and nearly destroyed, Trudeau did the unthinkable. He ran for party leader. The critics returned, too young, too soft, too famous, but Justin believed in something deeper, a new kind of politics. And it worked. In 2015, Trudeau led the Liberal Party to a historic victory. It was a moment of pure triumph. He walked through the streets surrounded by cheering crowds. Suddenly, Justin Trudeau wasn't just a national leader. He was a global icon, a feminist, a climate champion. But with great admiration came greater scrutiny. Over the years, the shine started to fade. Trudeau faced controversies, serious ones. In 2019, old photos surfaced of Trudeau in blackface and brownface, taken before he entered politics. Then came the SNC-Lavalin scandal accusations that Trudeau pressured his Attorney General to interfere in a criminal case involving a major Canadian company. And yet, when the 2019 election arrived, he survived. Weakened but still standing, then came the pandemic. COVID-19 changed everything. Trudeau was forced to lead during a time of global fear, but the challenges didn't stop. Meanwhile, his personal life also drew headlines. In 2023, after 18 years together, Justin and Sophie announced their separation. The news broke hearts across Canada. Through all this, Trudeau remained defiant. He refused to step down. Critics begged for him to retire, but he dug in. In 2025, as he enters a third decade in public life, Trudeau's legacy remains hotly debated. To some, he's a transformational leader. To others, he's style over substance, a leader who promised big and delivered little. But love him or hate him, one thing is clear: Justin Trudeau changed Canadian politics forever. He shattered expectations, broke molds, and redefined what it means to lead with heart. In a world growing colder, more divided, and cynical, Justin Trudeau dared to lead with emotion, not just strategy. Not as his father's son, not as a schoolteacher turned politician. And his story isn't over yet. Like, share and subscribe if you believe leadership is more than just politics. It's about people, passion, and purpose.